Let's take that to the war on terror, globally at home. Are we safer? I heard you answer that question last night than we were in September 11, 2001.
We will, as long as we're not being attacked again.
It seems we are.
But let's take a look at the successes we've had in the global war on terrorism. In the month of May, there was a plot at Fort Dix in New Jersey that was broken up, and a much larger plot at JFK Airport to blow up the fuel farm. Two plots that were broken up, but yet our national media and newspapers didn't put it on the front page. Wasn't the top story of the night. It was buried.
2 years ago, there were attempted bombings of the bridges in New York City.
So there's successes there, but we can't lose our vigilance on this war. There's an enemy out there that hates us, wants to destroy us, and I'm convinced that they would try anything they can to hit us again. I happened to be in Spain on March 11, 2004, what day of the Madrid train bombings. This is not just a U.S. problem, it's a global war on terrorism. We need to work together, intelligence communities need to work together to stop it. We can't let it happen again.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And I just, to me, that my fear is that we will sort of walk away from that, vigilance that you talk about, that we won't be watching our borders and we won't be watching our shores.
And that's part of the problem with so much partisan bickering in Washington right now and not solving any issues. Can anybody tell me what this Congress has accomplished since January 1st?
Yeah,
about 100 investigations that got nowhere.
Has this Congress done anything for the people of the 5th District?
Oh, I mean, just connected to the war on terror, there was this whole surveillance, terrorist surveillance act that was being bandied about in the Congress not a month ago. And I don't know that it was ever resolved. That was the one where they were trying to, where the president of the administration was trying to gain authority to be able to monitor calls coming from suspected terrorists in foreign shores, and the Democrats are actually fighting it.
Right. We have a legal system in place right now to get a court order to monitor phones.
Right.
There's a secret court in Washington that they can do this. Let's follow the rule of law. I don't believe in violating people's rights. But there's a system in place, let's just utilize it. Just like if the police in Drake have a tip that something's going on somewhere, they get a court order, they can go in and a search warrant and take a look. We have the same system in Washington. We need to utilize a system like that.
But short of that, you don't think that they should have more authority to monitor suspected terrorist calls from...
Well, what he was asking
they would obviously have to have some type of tip that this was happening, so there's obviously they can work through the court system.
Well, the thinking is that the court isn't really fast enough to get that, and the court has actually said, look at, we're here to deal with the rights of Americans on this soil, so I don't know where that issue ended up.
But no, Jim was right in that that issue that was going through was really an extension for 6 months of the situation as it already is. They've already come up with a system.
Right, they were trying to create law.
Right,
which is
they fought just extending it for 6 months.
Exactly what we should have to something that is part of the law.